What's up, everybody? I know you're probably asleep, but for those that are up, we did get an update on Levantre. We did get an update on this. I've been got the update, but didn't want to share it. But I said since we in the whole court um, season of talking about cases and stuff and reporting on cases, I said, hey, why don't we talk about an update? Because a subscriber did reach out to me and it was like, Wally, do you have an update on Levantre? Do you have an update on, Larry Reid? And I'm like, well, yeah, so we have an update. So I said, why not I bring up the particular update so you all can see it. And then for those that catch the replay can see it in the replay because I know we're going to be so busy covering other stuff later on today. I said, well, how about we just cover it? And if you don't know who Levantre is, that is him with the glasses, with the hair, and you all know who is Larry Reid. So we have an update on this particular case, and we are going to bring the update up. Now, Larry did sue Levantre, sued him for some money, and Levantre had to respond to the lawsuit. Apparently, he did not respond to the lawsuit, and we had got like a couple of updates on here. Okay, this is like in the courts here, so we can definitely see it. Okay. Actually, in the course here. Give me a second, you guys. Boom. So you all can see it. I'm going to do a little screen share here so you all can see this actual, the update of this particular case. Give me a second. I want to make sure y'all see the right one. Okay, is it this one? Okay, here we go. So in this update, I want you all to see. I want to take this picture down, so I just want you to see the picture. So that's pretty much the update here. As you can see, Larry D. Reid live, versus they're the plaintiff, they're versus Levantre Andrews. So now let's scroll down here so you all can see that Levantre was the defendant. As you can see, it talked about the court procedure, the rule, all of that stuff, and it was a motion based upon the following grounds that Mr. Andrew has failed. You guys has failed to plead in response to the plaintiff to Larry Reid lawsuit. He failed to just say anything. He was served back in August of this year. He failed to respond, and on September 25th, a default was entered against Mr. Andrew by the clerk. So this is back by the clerk. The plaintiffs are entitled to the judgment by default, and they're talking about the rule B55B2. And so we scroll down here, and if we scroll down. So the amount of the money Larry Reid will be getting from his victim, the amount of the money Larry Reid is going to be getting from his victim is $1,000. Now, I don't know if he'll be able to get some more money, but right now the default judgment is $1,000, meaning that they can garnish his wages, they can garnish his bank account, they can garnish whatever. Like they could just do whatever for the $1,000. The part about this whole entire situation for me, honestly, it's like, people that got in Levantre's ear, to go against Larry Reid. And I don't think Levantre looked at it further like those people in your ear is not going to be there for an attorney. It's not going to be there giving you the representation, bringing you the coins. And he said he did it for financial gain. Tasha didn't pay him a dime. I can say that without a doubt. Tasha didn't give him a quarter at all. So he didn't get any financial gain from this. He pretty much got a lawsuit of $1,000. And people were saying, well, why haven't he really sued like Tasha? He's not going to sue people that's going to respond to the lawsuit and fight him in court. He sued broke people like Daryl. He sued Daryl, and he had got a couple of grand. Like I think he sued him for like 50 or 60 grand. I guess he's still paying. He shut him down. He shut down pretty much Levantre. He's not doing any interviews. So I think he just did it to people that he knew, like, okay, I can like shut him down. He don't have no money. He's broke or whatever. I can, he don't have nothing to fight me. I'm Larry. I got coins, and so and then it pretty much put in the record here that and I'm gonna scroll down here in these court documents. He put in the it's in this default judgment that the motion is supported by the pleadings. I want you all to see this. Give me a second so you all can see this. It said the motion is supported by the pleadings in this matter and by the plaintiff. And so right now, the motion of judgment is granted. Okay. And then we're gonna get into the conclusion, you guys. So y'all can see the conclusion of this. Then it talk about they talk about the law, the motion, and again, it's talking about where they enter. I want you all to see this. Where they talk about where they enter, and here we go. The enter of $1,000, and that was this 7th day of November 2023. And that's pretty much was the default judgment. So Larry did this to silence Levantre, to say, don't do no more interviews. I know Levant don't do any more stuff. Just shut up. That's pretty much why Larry sued him. Like, he sued him typically to silence him. He waited until like the press was over and did it secretly because he feels as though that Larry feels as though like Levantre is going to come back out and do some more interviews or do it with more bigger press, and he want to say, okay, he's not credible. We have sued him, etc. So, you guys, this is pretty much an update. Do I still believe Larry Reid did something to Levantre? Absolutely. Do I feel that Levantre should get some type of justice? Absolutely. But due to the fact of his limited resources, or the lack thereof, limited or just none, it will be difficult because you're going against a machine. And this is not like the whole Casey and all of that. She have powerful attorneys. Levantre doesn't. And so it's a lot of victims that have a pastor or victimize them, or preacher or someone of authority, and it get pushed under the rug when you look at the data of those that have been abused by a pastor. So again, that is to let you all know some little breaking news here of that way. Somebody said, why did you take the statement down? I don't know what statement you talking about, Miss Barbara, but this is what it is. And he won. So again, people are saying that, Larry should sue Wiley and blah, blah, blah. Like, come on now. He's not going to sue people that's going to fight the lawsuit where he's spending more money. He's just not going to do it because first and foremost, you have no ground to sort of. I mean, of course, you're going to file it. You can file a complaint all day, but I have a right to respond, and you summons right to respond and all of that. I will respond, and you blah, 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 blah. And the lawyers will talk. And mostly when you go in front of a judge in this particular case and they see the limited resources, they'll be like, okay, let's just settle this out of court, blah, blah, blah. But I just think he sued Levantre is because Levantre actually did interviews. I'm not doing interviews to say that Larry Reid is whatever. I believe Levantre? Absolutely. And I have my constitutional right to say Larry Reid did it. Do I believe Larry has some pedo behavior? Absolutely. I personally believe that. I believe that he have done something to Levantre. Now, Levantre should have fought it, and we would never know because he went into the courts. But I think in the court of public opinion, I think that Levantre, won the battle because he got sued in court. But I just wish he had that same energy in the court system. So again, we have this update, you guys. If you have not known, $1,000 of Jet Levantre, which is kind of low. So I'm trying to see like why is he only paying $1,000? So that's like an insult. It was a site. It was a tactic, like a site. So I don't know if they can edit this, and I guess to him to get more, since the default judgment is only a minimum that he can get. So they also have the court. I'm not going to post this address. But again, the clerk is sending a serve the plaintiff. Of course, I'm not going to put his address on here. But for him to, he have to sign it. And of course, they go back to the allegations of, or pretty much the complaint of Larry Reid. Like Larry Reid posts a complaint, and it's like 12 pages of the actual complaint. But as of right now, Larry Reid have a legal victory. He won against Levantre. So everybody's done talking about it. And so it's kind of like, I'm just talking about it right now because I told somebody, I said, hey, I will finish it all out. And this is the season finale of it. Um, Lesson learned from this. I know they're gonna say, but what is the lesson learned from this? The lesson learned from this is people keep your children or boys away from pastors. You know what I'm saying? Keep your children away from these pastors because some of these pastors are very weird. Like you got it. Like it's okay to have a pastor or whatever, but if your pastor's just so obsessed and you got your son living there and something happened, his behavior, he's saying that hey, he was violated. You need to look at that. And Levantre, I feel like he was failed by the church. He was failed by Breakthrough. He was failed by Larry Reid. He was failed by the ministers. He was failed by his mother. He was failed by his brother. He was failed by these people. You know what I mean? And for like Larry to like sue this man and just and what he did it because he knew nobody was going to talk about it. Tasha's not going to talk about it. Everybody have moved on. And I'm going to stand on that. And people's like, are you afraid of Larry Reid suing you? No, I'm not afraid of civil. Like, we will fight it. Like, we will fight it. I didn't say anything I believe that was slanderous or he didn't lose anything. Look, again, I think Larry is, I'm going to say this again. He's only suing poor people that don't even have the basic legal mindset to fight back. Basic legal stuff. He could have Googled it, like Velantre could have, and respond to each, every kid that gave an answer and respond and say, Your Honor, you could just throw this out. Could have here's something, throw this out. You could have gotten a lawyer pro bono and be like, it could have just said, just simply throwing it out. You could even ask a lawyer, like from like a law school or like that, or something, I believe. But I think Larry, he just do it to poor people. He did it to Daryl. And I think what messed Daryl up is when he showed up to that man's house. And I said, Daryl, don't do that. Don't show up to his house. Don't do it. Just keep with the facts. And I think with Levantre, I think he wanted to silence Levantre because he feared that Levantre was going to go on other platforms. And so I think Levantre is a very just terrible moment right now. And so I did talk to a couple of sources and they said that he just didn't have the money to respond to it. So and that's understandable. If you don't have the money, you have the money. I mean, he didn't have anybody that at first, when they went to bring Larry down, everybody's in Levantre's ear, like, I got your back. I'll pay for your lawyers. And they left him behind dry. They did not pay for those lawyers. And so that's why I thank God I can afford an attorney just to file, I can afford an attorney because I've been through things before. So it's just like for him, he just couldn't afford no attorney. He just don't have no income at all. And I think like for the people that's listening to him, I know they're gonna be like, oh, this is why y'all should have left Larry alone. First of all, it's no day. His name is Levantre. He did an interview, and I have every right to believe that what he said was the truth. They said, Wally, you are working hard today. I love it, loving life with Danny. Hey, the art of you. So Larry Reid won a default judgment for $1,000, you guys. For $1,000, I'm going to show you all. I'm going to show you all the thing again. Give me one particular second. For $1,000. And we're not going to go into the allegations or something that's irrelevant. So you all can see this. Okay. I'm going to make sure I highlight it so y'all can just focus on that part. Oh, okay. Hold on. All right. All right. All right. Let me do this so y'all actually can see it. And that's what it was. So right now it's a motion and enter judgment against the defendant in the amount of $1,000. Okay. There you go. So all of that. Now, mind you, Larry Reid had to pay the lawyers to do all this, draw the paperwork. He just did it because he just wanted to silence Levantre, because that's the only victim that came or alleged victim, we would say, that have been alleging that Larry Reid was violating Levantre. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to go. I'm about to drink me some hot tea, rest his voice for tomorrow. If you have not subscribed to the show, please subscribe to the show. For those that are going to watch this replay, watch the replay. And I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you all. Well, not tomorrow. Today. It's Friday. I will see y'all on Friday. But yes, y'all heard it here first. Larry Reid got a default judgment. Because Levantry, not saying that Larry Reid, oh my gosh, his case was so amazing, he just proved himself, but the guy just didn't respond. So in this country, if you are the defendant and you or the defendant and you don't show up to court, you will get a default judgment, meaning that it will be one again. Now he can file something with it and said, hey, I wasn't served, I didn't know. But technically, he couldn't argue that because they did serve him back in August. They found him and they served him. And so now he have a default judgment, and it's only for $1,000. So I think he would hold that $1,000 over his head, like if he get to talking, and it will go and garnish his wages. So it's a scare tactic. It's literally a scare tactic, you guys. It's a scare tactic, and it's just it's a scare tactic because it's like, okay, if he ever come out talking or coming on the Wiley Show, do a sit-down interview, it is a scare tactic. It was talks of him coming on the show, but say that. But I said it wouldn't be, I don't think it would be correct to just do a show. Because Tasha already did that. I was more so on like, you should be working with the authorities first and fight your case in the courts. Don't try to fight it in a court of public opinion because Larry will beat you there. Because again, he's bigger, he have more followers, he's just bigger and more followers and stuff like that. But you should just focus more so on the legal front. And obviously he did not have that as well. But hey, you guys, but do I still believe something happened to him, that he was violated by a pastor or a minister, abused the power? Yes. And that's my constitution. I can believe that. I believe that have happened. Yeah, I believe it. So what do y'all have to say in the chat? Let me know. I'm going to go to bed. Thank you all so very much. Again, there you go. Another exclusive here at the Wiley Show. You heard it here first, that Larry D. Reid have beat Levantry in court. Okay, it was a default judgment. So you all let me know, what do y'all think about this situation? And I will see you, and I believe him too. Yeah, I believe him. You know, I really believe him. And now that we have this thing where he won in a default judgment and stuff like that, you know, it's crazy. It's like really, really crazy. I wish like Devontae would have fought it. Because you should have just shut up if you want to fight the lawsuit. You know what I mean? Like, not really say shut up. What I'm saying is, Levantry had to know that he was going to get sued. Now, I'm not going to just tell him like, shut up, whatever. But you had to know when you were saying that the guy was going to sue you. So, but as you notice, he just sued Levantry because the allegations is still out there. So my thing is, who else is he going to sue? Yeah, this is live. This is live. This is live. So he had to know that, because he only got $1,000. That didn't say no million. That's 3 zeros. He had to know that he was going to get sued. Like, you can't tell me that man did not know, Levantry did not know, oh, it's a lawsuit that's going to happen. And I guess he thought that he would have won. I mean, I guess he thought the people that was in his ear doing the Tasha K thing was going to help him fight Larry financially. But no, this is not going to be a long live. I just came on with that. All right, y'all. Okay. Well, there you go, you guys. I know y'all going to comment later when this video come out, you guys. Shout out to the people that are here. Shout out to Pretty that are here. Shout out to Dougie_111. Shout out to Art of You. Shout out to Living Life with Danny. Shout out to Messenger for Spiritual. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody. I'm gonna go to sleep. This was awesome. I got a replay that's gonna play. I'm gonna try to get some sleep. I am done, but I did see this. I did not want to make this like a video within itself, like so early. Like, I mean, when everybody's up. And it's $1,000. It don't say anything about plus court calls. Give me a second here. One particular second. Hold on one second. Because that's a good point. Is it for court calls? Hold on one second. Let me scroll down. Let me scroll down here. Okay, I'm not gonna post his address. His address, Levantre address is on here. Okay, Andrew, they said, okay, let's read it. They said on August 18th, 2023, defendant Levantre. Okay, I want y'all to see it too. Give me a second. I forgot I can screen share for y'all to see it too. They said right here, they said the matter is before the court on the plaintiff's motion for default judgment. The plaintiff filed this matter on August 18, 2023. Defendant Levantre Andrews was served on August 25th, 2023, as evidenced by the affidavit of Ron Mann, I guess the guy that served him. Mr. Andrews' deadline to respond to the complaint was September 15, 2023. Mr. Andrew failed to respond to the complaint by September 15, 2023, and has not responded to the complaint as of the date of the motion. The vote was entered by the clerk on September 25th, 2023. The court found that Mr. Andrew has admitted that the well pleaded factual allegations of the complaint. So he didn't even respond. Like, he did not respond to nothing. They served him though. They said the court found, based on the motion of default judgment, okay, it's limited solely to the first cause of action. The court takes no action here with respect to the plaintiff's second and third causes of action. The court makes the following finding of fact. They talk about Mr. Andrew at hand had no relationship, but instead was mentored by Shamarko. They just went in on and on and on about Larry Reid, about how Levantre was 18, 2001 actually 18, was given permission to move back. I'm not going to read all these filings, you guys. I just drop it down for my members. Let my members see the filings and everything. I'll let them see it. They, again, now Mr. Whitehead do have a lawsuit with him. Oh, this is interesting. Wow. They said Mr. Whitehead created exposing Reid segment on Facebook platform where he played old YouTube interviews. During the videos, Mr. Andrew defamatory statements was rebroadcast to a much wider audience. And on October 8, 2022, Mr. Whitehead published a video in which he interviewed Mr. Andrews. In that video, Mr. Andrews repeated his allegation of as abuse against Dr. Reid and made the following statements, which are false. Larry Reid M-word me. When asked about the open investigation in North Carolina, referring to the 2018 incident report made by the Raleigh Police Department. So they went on and on and on. So those about those allegations about what Levantre said. And again, I'm not going to like read that because I did like a whole video. I just dropped the link and put it below this video about that. So he pretty much said that Larry molested him and just did some things to him and did a whole entire interview. And he has been upset about it ever since. And he's been suing about it. As of right now, Bishop Whitehead lawsuit is still going on with Larry Reid. So we'll be covering that lawsuit as well with those details because Bishop Whitehead is suing Larry Reid. So it's a lot of lawsuits, you guys. And so I just have to download to just let y'all know, hey, I am on it. If you want to contribute to the show, again, it is you got to get these court documents and it costs to share it, to get the stuff. And so I have to pay for that stuff. So if you want to keep this operation going, for me breaking the stories, always you could do $Marquise Wiley 28, Zelle WileyShaw@gmail.com. And I'm gonna talk to you again. I want you to know, what is your thoughts on this matter? I didn't want to make this a too lengthy live because there's no more I can say. This is like the season finale of this situation. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black boy, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. Gotta go.